Hello ladies, welcome to my newest pick a card reading, and this one is titled Who Will I Marry? So I decided to do this one today because it was highly requested about 2 or 3 times, and I am doing things a little bit differently today. To be honest, I just really didn't feel like getting ready, so I just went ahead and pre-shuffled the decks and made 3 piles. So you can go ahead and choose between the 3 piles. So number 1 is going to have the Tiger's Eye. Number 2 will be the Glass Bell. And then number 3 is going to be the Cinnabar. That will focus maybe. All right, so those of you who chose number 1, the Tiger's Eye, this reading is for you. So the first cards are coming from the Lover's Path Tarot, and there is 2 here. So let's find out what kind of person you're going to marry. So the first card you got was Strength. So this is somebody who is going to definitely be able to protect you, as this man here is protecting this woman. They are going to exude a lot of strength. That means that they have gone through a lot of trials in their life in order to gain this strength. You know, kind of like working out. You have to work out to gain your physical strength. So they'll definitely have worked out a lot of their spiritual strength. So they'll be strong inside as well. And then we have the 7 of Staves. So yeah, I feel like they've had a lot of battles along the way. They may have had to, you know, slay a lot of dragons here, defeat a lot of enemies in their internal world as well as their external world. So I wish this would focus in more on the cards a little bit. Let's see if we can. Okay, cool. This camera's cool. All right, so you can kind of see them a little bit better now. But yeah, so somebody who's definitely went through some trials, defeated some things in their life, definitely learned a lot of lessons, and through this they've gained a lot of strength. So the next card we'll look at is the Romance Angels, and it says, make an effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So yeah, I feel like they are going to be willing to take the effort with you. If it takes time, every little step, every little effort it takes to be with you, they are definitely going to do that, and it will never be in vain. They're going to be actually really glad to be able to do all these things for you. And see in this picture how like he is just cuddling her and just super sweet and kind, kissing her on the cheek. He has brought in her flowers, just all the kind and little things. Like, they definitely will make the effort and go out of their way to make you happy and to, you know, just cuddle you and just treat you very sweetly and kind, kind of how, you know, you would treat your loved ones, your family, your mom, you know, the people closest to you. You definitely will be treated as good as family or even better. And then we have the Witchlings, and it says creativity. Creativity is a natural part of you that can be ignited and developed. So either they're going to be a very creative person themselves, or they're going to be able to spark that creativity inside of you, kind of like that magic. But I feel like they definitely will be very creative. And they'll be able to use their creativity to create things. So I feel like they will have kind of like some type of craft, art, or hobby that they express themselves creatively through. Now let's look at the Angels of Atlantis. We got planetary cycles and security. So yeah, so like I said, I do feel like they are going to go through a lot of cycles, a lot of trials in life, but you know, with each step and each little kind of like milestone, they're getting closer and closer, you know, to becoming the person that they want to be. So this is definitely somebody who is going to work on themselves continuously, as well as security. So they are going to give you that sense of security. They're going to be very secure in themselves, and they'll be able to provide you with a sense of security as well. I feel like with this picture here with the two hands touching, I do feel like they will be connected with their higher self. I feel like they'll be able to bring out attributes of their higher self in this physical form. And then it also says Zodiac up here. So now we're going to get into the astrology of what they could be. So their moon sign. Now your moon sign is basically like your emotions, and I thought I grabbed the book on that. Okay, so I didn't, but yeah, basically the moon sign is your emotions and your internal world. So this is how they're going to express that. They'll be an Aquarius moon or possess these traits. So independent, likable, social, progressive, peacemaker, logical, inventive, and rebellious. So yeah, maybe possibly an indigo child with the rebellious, but they will have a deep found sense of security, very independent and social, and definitely a peacemaker, like it says here. So very easygoing, humanitarian. Let's see, it says they're very social and friendly with a wide variety of people. They like fun activities that are mentally stimulating and enjoy researching numerous unique topics that intrigue you. So yeah, they'll like to research, look into things, but they're going to be more on the logical side when it comes to emotions, with them being an air sign, and a masculine air sign at that. So they're going to be very logical when it comes to emotions. So I don't see them getting really too caught up in the, you know, the wave of emotion, especially in maybe disagreements. And then we have Mercury mind. Yeah, second time mind has come out, so I feel like they're going to be a big thinker. And then there's 3 here as well, which 3 to me means creativity. So a very creative thinker. And I do feel like they're going to pull a lot of those creative juices from their heart chakra, because this card is so green. So a very creative thinker, very creative mind. Definitely can put complex ideas into understanding for others in more of like a simple way. Maybe that's their creativity. Maybe they are able to kind of use their mind to bring these complex thoughts that they may think, because they are so intelligent. And like I said, use their creativity to bring it into this world so others can understand. Yes, that's what I was trying to spit out. So let's see what else we can get. We got 3rd house messages. So yeah, like I said, they're going to be kind of channeling these messages through their mind, into kind of shining that light into this world. So yeah, I do feel like they are going to be connected with their 3rd eye. They're definitely going to be clear in that chakra, and they're a messenger. So this is somebody who's really going to be able to help others, and also probably you as well. And it says 3rd house, another 3. So yes, 3 is going to be very prominent here. Super creative at maybe channeling messages from the divine in their own way, through like maybe music as well, or just their intelligence or understanding of things, or just the knowledge that they possess through these trials that have given them so much strength in all the battles they've gone through. Maybe that is something that they'll be able to bring into this world. So they're going to be a very strong backbone for you. They're going to be able to help you get through anything, because I feel like they're going to be someone who's been through a whole lot, and they can see through hard times with logic instead of their emotions, and they're very creative in how they express themselves. Let's see the house card. So we got the 12th house. This is the area of your life that everything is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause of power. So yeah, I feel like they're going to have a lot of faith. They're going to give a lot of their energy when it comes to maybe connecting to the other side, because 12th house is like, to me, this is where they're going to be most connected. They're definitely very, very connected with their higher power, And I feel like there's somebody who's going to know this deeply within them, and they're trusted with this power, and they're going to know how to use that to kind of bring light into this world. And then the zodiac sign, Libra. This energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. So yeah, they're going to be very balanced. This is like their personality. So they're going to be very creative, but really calm, just kind of chill, kind of the peacemaker, always trying to see everyone's, you know, side of the story. With the blue, very calm, peaceful demeanor. I'm feeling like this is a very spiritual person, possibly religious, but definitely connected, and maybe has their own creative way of doing this, but definitely a unique mind and a real sweetie. Just gentle and kind. See how he's just gently kissing her hair, willing to make the effort and go the extra mile. Not afraid of the cycles, and may be able to help you get through cycles or teach you those skills, or maybe you two will both be masters at this and just kind of conquer together. Yeah, very logical when it comes to their emotions. So the emotions aren't going to get out of hand. And creative, that came out quite a bit, and they're going to always make you feel secure and safe. Okay. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, okay? Comment down below which option you chose. Let me know if it resonated. Now, if you'd like to hear an extra message, this is the Raven Tarot. This is an ending message. This may or may not go along with the reading, but if you would like to hear it, just stay tuned. And it says, keep your beak shut, calm down, listen quietly to your inner voice that has something to say to you. So yeah, basically go within, listen to your internal voice, like your internal self right now really wants to talk to you. And I feel like maybe you're very, very distracted at the moment. And if you go within, I feel like maybe you already know who this person is. This person is already in your life. So I think it's asking you to kind of go within, and you already know who the person that you seek, you have already met, and just kind of stop overcomplicating things and just calm your mind, and this answer will come to you, okay? All right, those of you who chose number 2, the glass bell, this reading is for you. So the first cards we're going to pick up are the Lover's Path. So we got the 6 of Cups. And then we have the 2 of Staves. So definitely somebody who's not afraid to embark upon their own path. Somebody who is very passionate and fiery, and maybe possibly like an entrepreneur type. Somebody who could be from your past, or somebody you already have memories with, somebody you might be reconnecting with. This could be somebody from your childhood as well. It's kind of cool here how she's in the picture with the wedding dress. So definitely who you're going to be marrying. Let's see, deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. See, I'm feeling like this is definitely a past love. So you might marry someone from the past, but there was some type of deception, whether that be lies, false truths, just you two not being completely honest with one another. I'm not quite sure, but I was already feeling straight up from the beginning that this is like a past relationship person. This is someone from the past that is very independent and kind of does their own thing and goes their own way. Yeah, feeling past, especially the 6 of Cups. And then deception. So I feel like this is a past energy. This is somebody that maybe you deceived, or maybe they deceived you. And then we have motivation. Motivation kindles the passion and energy needed in working towards your goal. So maybe this person needed a little bit more motivation. So this is an attribute they're going to possess by the time you two get married, because I feel like this is going to be obviously rekindled because you two are going to be married. So there's something here. There's definitely something here. So they're going to be very motivated to get out and do what they need to do towards their goals. They're definitely not afraid to go after their passions, and they're not afraid to work hard for what it is, you know, that they're after, whatever their goals are, whatever their passions are. Then Raziel, faith. So this person is definitely going to be living a lot based on faith. I feel like they give a lot of their life to faith. I feel like they might not overthink things. Maybe they underthink things a little bit too much and really do have full trust and faith that everything will work out and everything is in the divine plan and, you know, is where it's supposed to be. So definitely, maybe they have a beautiful purple aura. Indigo child as well. I'm feeling a lot of indigo energy here. So I feel like they will also give you a lot of faith as well. I feel like they're going to be kind of a freeing personality, a free spirit. Yeah. So now this is going to be their moon sign. So moon signs is basically, to me, is about like your emotions. So it says Cancer moon. So they're definitely going to be an emotional man, very in touch with their emotions. So very sensitive, patient, caring, protective, empathic, intuitive, devoted, and reclusive. It says qualities of Cancer moon are nurturing, loyal, and considerate. Because Cancer is ruled by the moon, your emotions change like the tides throughout the day. You make rational decisions based on your feelings about the world around you, giving you enormous depth. So yeah, but definitely going to be a reactive, very in touch with their emotions though, which is a good quality to have in a partner. Very empathetic towards you, sensitive, patient, caring. Put a lot of their love and affection towards the family life. And this is a feminine, so they're going to be more feminine when it comes to their emotions. And then we have Mercury retrograde, reinvention. So yeah, this is maybe something that needs to be reinvented. Like I said, maybe somebody from the past. So I feel like they're totally going to reinvent themselves into being, you know, a greater version of who they were before. And they're definitely going to, you know, I feel like this is somebody who's definitely going to go through a rebirthing process. So I feel like they didn't really express their true self before, and they kind of had to hide inside that crab shell. And once they emerged out, they actually did become this really wonderful being. And I feel like you definitely will be drawn to this person immediately after the transformation. You may not see it now, but I feel like you're going to be drawn like a moth to a flame pretty much to this person after this transformation, because it's just going to blow your mind. Okay, so then we have Scorpio. Cool. So I'm Scorpio. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. So yeah, Scorpios are very misunderstood. But from I'll give you basically the perspective here. Like, these people are going to love you, and they're going to love you deeply. But basically, there's kind of like a darker side. It's almost like you're theirs. Like, you're their property, you know, very possessive, very, they want you all to themselves. There's not a lot of extra people in your relationship. They would actually be fine if it was just like the two of you, and that's it. They can be very secretive, and it's not because they're trying to hide anything from you. They just don't ever fully reveal everything to anyone. Scorpio will take secrets to their grave. Like, they're just that way, but they want to know everything about you as well. Like, so they're going to want to know every detail about you, but God forbid you ask them one little thing deep or dark about them, they will totally clam up and act like you totally offended them. So just keep that in mind. But they're very intense, passionate, and great lovers and great friends, and very intense. They will show you after a relationship with a Scorpio, you're not going to forget, because they're very intense and it can be overwhelming at times, I'm sure. So just keep that in mind. But they are super loving and calm inside, but you definitely don't want to deceive them, because they can kind of get a vengeful side as well. So these are some traits. I knew a little bit more about Scorpio than probably the other signs, since I am that. So let's look at the house card. The 9th house. Broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. So yeah, they're definitely going to go beyond the limits when that comes to spirituality, their academics, or just their journey in life. They're going to push it to the limit. They're going to go as far as they can to accomplish their goals and their dreams. I feel like we had something else in here like that. You know, they're definitely going to go after what they want. Yeah, here with the 2 of Staves. Maybe entrepreneur, maybe they'll own their own business or create their own business. They're going to know exactly how to get what it is that they want out of life. And I feel like, yeah, that's cool with transformation. Where was that at? Let's see. Yeah, retrograde, reinventation. That's what Scorpio is all about, is kind of transforming and death and rebirth. So they start out as the scorpion and, you know, over time can transform into the beautiful phoenix. So there's 2 sides to Scorpio. So once they've kind of gotten through their dark side, they can really shine and fly above and like just really see things from a different perspective once they've matured. All right, so this last message, this is just an ending message. It may or may not go along with the reading, but it may be something that you need to hear right now. So if you like this video, please give it a like. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Comment down below which option you chose. Let me know if it resonated. And it says, go back to your roots. Sorry, this mic keeps falling. It's out of control. Sorry. Try it again. Go back to your roots. Go right back when you have found yourself. You cannot fail to reap a beautiful harvest, a bountiful harvest. Yeah, go back to your roots. Go right back. Yeah, so I feel like this is telling you maybe, like I said, you had stepped away from someone, and it's just telling you like you need to go back. That I feel like after this transformation, it's worth giving it another shot. So just keep that in mind. Because I feel like heavily this is somebody you already know, and maybe somebody you already had a relationship with, or maybe you two had started to maybe connect, and then you've seen certain things that you just weren't trying to have in your life. You weren't working with those things. It wasn't really what you were going for anymore. But I feel like because of you and the love for you, they are going to make this transformation. Okay, so this definitely did go along with the reading. All right, those of you who chose number 3, the CINNABAR, this reading is for you. So we're going to start off with the Lover's Path. Let's see, we got 2 of Coins and Justice. So I feel like this person is definitely going to be someone who wants to create a little bit more balance in the world and in their relationships. I feel like their main thing in life will be basically balancing and weaving through our material world. I do feel like they will be very connected to their inner world, and it's more like this outer world that's more foreign to them, and that, you know, they'll be more balancing that a little bit more and kind of bringing more justice down here on earth. Maybe with justice, maybe they will work in like law enforcement, or just like a rights activist for like animals or certain people or certain groups. I feel like they're just going to stand up for themselves and others always. Let's see what romance angel you got. finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Yeah, like I said, I feel like they're very connected and very wealthy when it comes to like material wealth. But when it comes to, you know, the physical world, they do really struggle. So they might be somebody that does struggle with finances and just kind of keeping their head above water when it comes to their careers and finances. Maybe maybe they're more of like an artist and they haven't really figured out how to put their beautiful inner world out into this outer world, and maybe that's where they'll create some abundance. So maybe you're going to kind of come into their life and show them the way. And then we have patience. Nurture the seeds of patience and reap the rewards for personal achievement. So they're definitely going to be very patient. So I feel like they're not going to be afraid to learn new things. They're not really steered off course when things may take longer than expected. Patience is a beautiful thing to have. That means like patience in a relationship. So, you know, if you happen to make mistakes, they're going to be very patient with you. And if they happen to make mistakes, I feel like they're going to be very patient with themselves as well. I feel like they're going to be definitely way more spiritual than, you know, spiritually advanced than physically advanced. I feel like they're not really going to conform to the norm. I feel like that's why we have like justice. Maybe they're going to go against everyday standards and like the 9 to 5. I feel like that is just not going to be something that they would be interested in. And then we have sanctuary. With a calm, focused mind and enjoyment of each moment, you create your very own sanctuary. So yeah, I feel like there's somebody who likes their own personal space. Maybe they like to stay at home and they do have their own like little personal area. They have a very calm, focused mind, a very positive outlook on life. So I feel like they're just kind of like a free spirit, maybe a go with the flow kind of person. I feel like they're not somebody, like I said with the money thing, who saves a whole lot of money. They just have faith that they will always be provided for, and everything that they need, you know, is basically always going to come into their world. So I feel like their faith system is highly based and they don't really conform to the rules of society. And then we have gratitude. Definitely a very grateful person, which makes them very abundant and live a very fruitful life. So yeah, very beautiful soul. With the blue, very peaceful and calm, a really good communicator. They're going to be able to express themselves very peacefully and gently, and I don't feel like you're going to ever really feel intimidated by them. So now we're going to look into their moon sign. This is basically how they're going to express their emotions. So we have the Taurus moon. It says creative, practical, attentive, sensual, traditional, responsible, courteous, and genuine. So very sweet. So they're sensual but courteous. So they're going to be respectful but still want to love you and hold you and be romantic. Let's see what it says. Qualities of Taurus moon are resourcefulness and patience. Patience comes up twice already, so definitely a very, very, very patient man or woman. They tend to be traditional and do things by the book. You are systematic and methodical with the exceptional ability to organize. When your mind is set on something, you're sure you'll do the best. So it says by the book. So maybe with their emotions, they're really by the book. They don't let them really kind of stray away and get out of hand and go off course. They're very balanced and organized and, you know, so maybe not being like an overly emotional person with Taurus, being an earth sign, but very stable and I feel like good at expressing the emotional side because it is still feminine here. So it's like a feminine earth. So grounded, but still sensual. Very genuine when they express their emotions. You can tell that it's not fake. I feel like they'll be very traditional, so marriage will be important to them. Not because by the standards of society, just because of the commitment and the sweetness of that. It's more just the connection between the two souls rather than marriage for any kind of physical, financial type of thing. Like, it's going to be all about the union of two souls. So maybe you guys might have an like traditional feeling when it comes to marriage, but maybe not traditional when it comes to like signing a contract. Maybe you two will have your own kind of idea or something like marriage, but different. Maybe just like ceremonial. I'm not sure. Okay, so then we have Jupiter, abundance. So yeah, very grateful. Like I said, then they'll be abundant. Very spiritually abundant because this is a 7. And Jupiter is very spiritual to me. So yeah, definitely very spiritually abundant. They're just going to be super rich on the inside. So I don't feel like anything outside of them is needed to complete them. I feel like no matter where they are and whatever situation that they are in, they are going to feel whole and complete because they are abundant on the inside. And I think in return of that, they are really great manifestors because their energy is at such a high frequency that they probably will attract great things into their life all the time. And I feel like that's why they don't kind of stress on, like I said earlier, about saving money, because they know that they're always attracting great and wonderful things into their life. So yeah, very lucky. I would say this is also a very lucky person. And probably a master manifester because patience come up twice. So they're not afraid to wait for what they want, and they know that whatever they put out into the universe is going to return back to them, and that they will be receiving that blessing, and it's all in a matter of time, and they're very patient and waiting for that. So let's look at the zodiac sun sign, Aquarius. So it says this energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Yeah, like I said, rebellious, like rebel against the system, idealistic, technological. So maybe they'll be really involved in technology and new ideas, new ways of thinking. Aquarius are just very unique. They're just super sweet. Humanitarian. They're all about the people, sharing their energy and ideas. Very loving, but like I said, rebellious. So they're definitely going to rebel against the system. They will not conform. And then we have the 10th house, your achievements and status in the outside world. So yeah, they're definitely going to live a lot from the 10th house. So they're going to care about their status, their achievements in the outer world, which is weird. So okay, so they're kind of like the whole package because they're very grateful for everything they have. They're very spiritually abundant, which in turn attracts so much material wealth, which they don't, cling on to, or, they're happy either way they have it. So I feel like they are going to be able to reach new heights. And will be known in the world, and it says status in the outside world. So I think even though they could care less or not if they're known for anything because they are abundant within, they will be known for something. And there's like an astronaut here. So yeah, like they're going to be known throughout history because all these are like these pictures here in the background are just like little photos of times in history. So I feel like, yeah, they're going to create or do such a big achievement in some way that they are going to be known and echo through quite a bit of time. They are going to be talked about. All right, so if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I am going to do one more message from the Raven Tarot if you'd like to stick by and hear it. It could go along with the reading, or it could just be something that you need to hear right now. I don't know if I said this. Comment down below if this resonated. Subscribe if you'd like. And yeah, let's get right into the Raven Tarot. And it says, look closely at a feather. It can only do its job when each part hooks into the next to form a complete surface. Link up. Be a part of the community. Let its strength be your strength. Yeah, so I feel like this is going to be, I feel like this does go along with the reading, or this could have been a message to you as well, however it resonates. But yeah, they're going to be humanitarian. They're going to be about the people. And maybe they're going to teach people how to be abundant like them, how to have that peaceful inner world like them. Who knows? But yeah, they're going to be amazing. They're definitely going to be a game changer. They're definitely going to really change a lot of people's lives. And there's so much blue like in this whole reading, so very peaceful. Look at all those blues. And here's another blue with the patience. Yeah, super, super peaceful, kind, and sweet. Thank you guys. Bye.